So, yeah, on Friday, we set up Nick and Terry. And I admit, I was a little nervous about this one because his family's tight and super overprotective of him. They're Italian. You know, they have these family dinners every week. And, God, a few of the girls, what do you say, have left in tears? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. They do seem a little tough. His mom, his aunt, his sisters, they're all there. I don't know. Maybe they were doing him a favor, just getting rid of the girls who weren't good for him. That's kind of how I like to think about it. Terry's sweet, seems to be, similar. They both like to go out. They both work a lot. She's got 2 jobs. But most importantly, they're both Italian. And I did that on purpose. I know these guys called me Captain Obvious, but I did that on purpose. I thought that was good because they'll understand each other's, lives and families. I don't know. I hope it worked. I tried. I can always say I tried, right, guys?
It's true.
Let's bring them on.
Every week.
Let's bring them on. Nick? Hey, Nick.
Yeah, hey, Chris.
So, how'd it go with Terry? Was she cool?
She was. She was a very nice girl. Like, she met my family, and she didn't have a nervous breakdown, so that's a good sign.
Already? It was the first date, and she met
Wow.
your family? That was like the biggest no-no that shouldn't happen.
Oh, my God. It is kind of early for that, isn't it? Like, give this girl a fighting chance.
No, like, you've got to understand my family. Like, that, it wouldn't have flown. Like, that wouldn't fly. Like, if I'm going to go on a date, they have to know who I'm going out with. That's them. That's not just me either. That's like everyone in the family. They have to be introduced, and I live at home, so I can't avoid it. You know what I mean?
I guess. I mean, you could have met her somewhere.
Yeah, but I'd still have to bring her over.
Oh,
You know,
boy.
you just have to understand my family. But I think it was okay. Like, she's very outgoing, very respectful and sweet, which is good. So I think everything was fine.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, how long did you stay?
Oh, not long. Like, we only just talked for a few minutes, and then we were out of there.
Okay. So what did you do? Did you guys get along?
We did. I took her to a really nice restaurant, one that my parents' friends own.
Let me guess. Was it an Italian restaurant?
Yeah, of course. That's the best food out there, so of course I'm going to go with the Italian restaurant. And, I did it right. Like, I gave her flowers, and I had them put us at the table by the fireplace. and
Nice.
There was candles on the table, and a
Ooh.
glass of her favorite wine was waiting for her, and I had the violin player play for us.
Whoa,
Wow.
listen
Fancy.
to you. You know how to plan a date.
Oh, yeah. I told her I take care of things, and I think she was impressed, definitely.
I would have been. Would you have been, Tiff?
Oh, absolutely.
Huh. It actually sounds really nice.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely first class.
So did you guys have like a lot to talk about?
Yeah, we did. She's Italian, too. Obviously, you know that. She has a real cute tattoo of the Italian flag, like, on the back of her shoulder. But I did think it was a little weird that, like, she didn't seem to know, like, some of the old traditional foods. So, like, when the waiter came and like, spoke to her in Italian, she didn't know what he was saying. But, that's okay. But
Wait. You saw the tattoo on the back of her shoulder? What was going on?
You're like, forget the food. Let's
Wait
get
a
to the
minute, I
skin.
can't get that
Yeah.
tattoo.
She just had one of those, like, off-the-shoulder shirts on.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you had her shirt off her? What's going on? No, she, so is she not Italian enough for you because she doesn't know the food and doesn't speak the language?
No, I mean, I don't care about that, but my family might.
Look, I'm not setting your family up. I'm setting you up. I think this has been kind of your problem. Your family's kind of too involved in your love life.
I know. They're my family, though, and there's really nothing I can do about that,
All right, well, what happened then? Did you do anything after dinner?
Yeah, actually, we hung out afterwards. I took her to meet up with my cousins, and we had some drinks.
Oh, God, more family.
Yay.
She met everybody.
This keeps getting better and better.
Well, not everybody. There's definitely more of us.
God. Was she okay?
Oh, yeah, of course she's okay. Yeah. She could definitely hold her own, and that's what I like about her. She's cool, and she was joking around with everybody, and it was good. Like, I'm into her.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear. All right, well, why don't you hang on? We're going to go talk to her, and then we'll come back and ask both of you if you want to have a second date, if you want to go out again, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, hold on.
This poor girl
Good Lord.
probably went through the ringer,
Oh, my
5
God.
stages of hell, rings of fire.
Oh, my God. She probably met 45 people on the first date.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
She met extended family. Now, the best thing is here. Can you imagine if, like, someone saw her and were like, "Hey, that's your 5th cousin, twice removed," and they're, like, related, and then they ended up being, like, kissing cousins in the area?
Oh, my God.
That's awful.
Wait, but she seemed to hold her own. I can remember she's Italian, so maybe this is very normal for her.
We
Yeah,
haven't
she's
heard her
probably
side
used to-
yet. How do we know if she held her own?
Well, he said she
He
did.
said
I
she
think she
did.
would have known if she was uncomfortable, right?
Maybe. Okay. You're
All
right.
right, well, you know what? We'll bring her on.
Yeah.
We'll talk to her in a few minutes. So we're in the middle of hearing about the blind date that we set up Nick and Terry on. According to him, it all went well. Sounds like she got to meet pretty much his entire big Italian family, and she survived.
She did.
What did he say? She didn't have a nervous breakdown or anything.
She held her own,
I
too.
guess that's good.
Yep.
She's Italian too, and I did that on purpose, thinking that, they're going to kind of understand each other's worlds. So let's bring her on to see if she had a good time too. Hey, Terry, can you hear me?
Hi, yeah, I can.
So we just talked to Nick, and now I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this date.
He's a nice guy. I like him.
Okay, that's good. Well, we heard that you met his family already. That's a little intense. Were you okay with that?
Yeah, I was okay with it. I had to be, though, because he said we couldn't go out until I met his mom, which is pretty funny. So it went over. She's really nice, and his aunt was at the house, too. It was a little awkward, though, because they asked me if I spoke Italian, and I don't. My parents and my older relatives do, but I don't. So, I know some words, but that's kind of it.
Probably just the curse words, right? That's what everybody knows.
Yeah, so they would talk to me, and then they'd have little side conversations in Italian, and I was kind of like, what the heck are they saying about me? And then they'd laugh, and it was a little uncomfortable. If it was my relatives, I would just say, like, what are you saying? But I obviously wasn't going to say that to them. So then it was weird because they sent him out of the room to get more coffee for them, and I was like, did they just send him away so they could grill me?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oy.
It was definitely a little nerve-wracking. But then we left, and I don't know if they liked me or not. They kind of just smiled and laughed, and then we left. But, whatever. I'm not dating them. I'm dating him.
You
True.
are right. You are so right. All right, so tell us about the date, like when it was just the two of you guys.
Yeah. So he took me to this beautiful, really nice Italian restaurant. I couldn't even read half of the menu, though. Which, yeah. He made sure everything was really nice. Apparently he knows the owners. He had flowers and candles on the table, and there was even a violin player. I was really impressed. Yeah, it was probably one of the best first dates I'd ever been on. And then the text started, though.
The text from who? Oh my God, was it his mother?
Yep, you guessed it. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
jeez.
It was nonstop.
Wow.
Yeah. He tried to play it off, but she definitely wanted to know what was going on.
He didn't just turn it off. Like I would have just shut off the phone.
Oh, no. I got the idea, that if he would have, he would have been...
He what? I'm sorry.
Oh, he definitely would have been in trouble with
Oh.
her if he did
Oh,
that.
my
I'm
gosh.
sure the cops would have been called. Like, I can't find my son. Where's my son?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That's just the vibe I get, that his family is really important to him. After dinner, we went to meet his cousins, and then they were like, we looked you up on Instagram. And I was like, you did? I don't know. Maybe they were just curious,
Oh,
though, because, how many
creepy.
people go on the radio blind dates?
Well, that's true, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I still thought it was, a little weird. But Nick himself, he's a really nice guy.
Well, you're going to have to decide if you want to go out with all of his relatives again. When we come back, we're going to bring you both back on, okay?
Okay, yep, I know.
Oh, I should have asked. Did you guys get close at all?
Well, we were never really alone long enough to get close until the ride home. And literally, I swear, I thought his mom was going to pop up from the back.
You thought, I'm sorry, your phone is breaking up. What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I literally, we weren't alone until the ride home.
Yeah.
But all I could think of was that his mom was going to pop up in the back seat.
She'll be like, no
Backseat.
kissing.
All right. So no kiss. All right, you hold on. We're going to be back to hear your decision. I don't know. We'll see, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hold on. Oh, my God.
Wow, Nick is so lucky that she liked him. Because if she didn't, she'd be like, peace out. Your family's everywhere. You're crazy. Bye.
I think she's being super polite right now, but I can hear like the hesitation in her voice a little bit. I don't know if she's going to go for this again.
You know
but
what?
We'll see.
I got to give it up to Nick. Nick described her perfectly. She did hold her own. You can hear the confidence
hear
here.
it.
And she would say, like, you know, if it was my family, I would ask them straight up, what are you talking about? But she's like, no, I'm going to respect them.
Right.
She seemed unfazed by it. She knows what's going on, but she's like, I like Nick too much to let them get in the way. Her attitude is like literally fantastic.
She's very polite. She's very respectful. I don't know if she's going to go for a second date, but at least during the first one, she just kind of took it in and she dealt with it.
Chris, you know what? I don't know why. I'm getting very like
Good
I feel
vibes? Good.
because of her. I don't know how long she can put up with them because
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They're kind of blunt and somewhat rude. Like it's unless it's just they're just honest to a fault. Like, hey, we looked you up on Instagram. Like, what? That's how you meet someone? Hi, I already seen your face before. Like, you hide that. You don't share that.
Yeah, they were kind of like
The
stalking her.
cousins, yeah, were
It
like
does-
stalking her.
It does worry me a little bit. Like, you know, I knew she was Italian going into this. Again, I did this on purpose
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it would be good. She doesn't seem as like she doesn't speak the language.
Right.
She doesn't sound like she travels with a crowd. You know, I don't know if that's going to put him off a little bit. I don't know if that puts her off a little bit, that maybe they're a little too over the top Italian for her.
It might be.
I'd like to see him go out again, though, don't you? 609-243-WPST, 800-248-9778, or you can text 44928. So, again, I hope she goes out with him again. But literally, she met about...
45% of his family on the first date.
And he said, oh, no, you didn't meet everybody. I still got more.
Yeah, there's still more of them.
There's still more.
That's
Don't
for the
worry.
second and third date. Are you kidding me?
If you're just getting here, his mom made him, before he could go out with her, bring her home to be introduced. Seems like she held her own, although she was a little uncomfortable when they started talking Italian, his mom and his aunt, then kind of laughing.
Yeah.
Like,
and then-
first of all, how rude is that?
that's what I've been
I
saying
would like
before.
to talk to this mother myself and be like, are you kidding me with this?
Doesn't she want her son to have a future?
I don't know if she does.
Just
I think
wants
she
him
just wants him at
around.
home.
Isn't it funny too? You'd think that like Terry's father would want to meet Nick.
Oh, no, his mom did.
Yeah, it's the reverse.
His mom did. I don't know. People on text are saying she's so nice. Maybe she shouldn't get thrown to the lions.
Kind of.
You know what I mean?
I mean, they're picking her apart.
Yeah. But I would like to see them go out again. Although there's some text also saying, no, they would make a great match. They just need to, you know, kind of
Work
get
it
past the
through.
family thing and work it through.
I don't know.
Let's bring them both back on to see if they're going to go out again.
Moment of
I don't
truth.
know what's going to happen here. Hey, Nick. Hey, Terry. I've got a question for both of you.
Hi.
Hi. Would you guys like to see each other again?
Well, yeah, look, I know my family can be a lot to handle, but like I really liked you, and I'm down to go out again. I'd love that.
Okay. I mean, you know, you say they like me, but what about you? You know, it's not going to be all about your family if we go out again, right? It's going to be about me and you.
Right? Right,
yeah.
Nick?
Of course, but you know, like how important my family is to me. But I mean, I definitely want to see you again. But you know, I think you're familiar with my situation. You know.
And I think it's only a second date. It's just a second date.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I know what you're saying. So I guess we could see where this goes.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
So we got a yes.
Woo!
Oh, he's like, yes, I didn't think that was going to happen.
You made it, Nick.
All right. Well, you guys keep us in touch, okay? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
Thank you so
absolutely.
much.
Thank you.
Wow.
Congrats. They made it to the second one. Will they make it to the third? Luck on their side.
Can I be completely honest with you? I thought she was out.
This was doomed.
I really did. That's why I was kind of preparing everybody early. But, whoa, I'm kind of pleasantly surprised.
Want to get hooked up? Email crew@WPST.com and then listen for Chris and the Crew's Blind Date. Friday mornings at 7:15 on 94.5 PST.